Lindsay, let's talk about the explosive claims over the weekend about this phone being tapped. Any further developments?
Well, Shahan, while the SG seemed quite keen to drop that bombshell over the weekend on the campaign trail in his home province of the Free State, he seemed less keen today to provide more details or to expound on exactly what's being done about that matter. We asked him whether he had laid a complaint with any of the authorities, and he only very curtly said that he had asked the Inspector General of Intelligence to investigate. He had not laid a complaint with the SAPS, and it remains a little bit unclear still whether the ANC are brought up to speed about these claims that phones are being tapped and whether they're looking into it in any way. But let's take a listen to exactly how he responded when he was asked those questions today.
Well, I've laid the complaint with IG, and I think let's leave it there.
But the minister saying she has no idea about this complaint.
No, I didn't talk to the minister.
But the IGI knows about it.
I have talked to the IGI.
And the SAPS?
No, I haven't talked to SAPS. I've talked to IG.
When did that happen, SG?
It's a matter between me and the IG.
Okay.
And maybe let's focus on elections.
All right, let's talk about this then, Lindsay. Magashule, of course, in the Western Cape twice in a week. Is this a sign of desperation from the ANC?
Well, Shahan, it's not only twice in 1 week, it's 3 times in as many weeks that he has been in the Western Cape and also here in Cape Town, specifically in those pockets of areas that the ANC controls some wards. Asked why the ANC was specifically targeting those areas and not moving into other areas that are seen as DA strongholds in the city. Ace Magashule said that the ANC wanted to cement their support in these areas where they already know that they enjoy some level of support. And he maintained that ANC officials were campaigning in all areas, in so-called coloured areas of the city, all around the province, and that we were only focusing on where he was travelling, but denied that they were only targeting certain areas of the city. But yes, Shahan, in a way, they are really, really desperate to rule this province where they haven't been able to make inroads for 10 years now. So, yes, really upping the ante with just a week to go before the elections.
So tell us about what he's promising voters and what's been the reception.
Well, he was pointing out bad sanitation. As you know, in these areas, people are having to share a row of public toilets. Some households have control over a particular store. Magashule unhappy that these toilets are locked up for use for only for certain people, and obviously that they don't have basic amenities like water and electricity. And he's saying after 10 years, the DA has not done anything to improve the lives of these people living in the settlement, and that's what he's promising to improve if the ANC were able to regain control over the province. Also speaking briefly to an informal trader, telling him that the ANC would help through the Small Business Development Department, would help informal traders to build their businesses and to help create jobs for many people in the townships. Largely a warm support for him here, but others that I spoke to in the townships who were less impressed by his visit, saying that, well, while the ANC might not have had control over the province for the last 10 years, they certainly have had control over the country for the last quarter of a century, and still people were living in this way. So not everybody was convinced that a vote for the ANC in the Western Cape was going to necessarily improve their life.
All right, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Lindsay Dentlinger in Cape Town.